It's been almost 18 months since I went on a trip. The last 2 trips to Chikmagalur doesn't count because it was to shoot an event, and I've been to Chikmagalur almost 6 times now. If you haven't seen those videos already, go check the I button above. Now, why has it been 18 months for someone who used to go for a trip every 2 or 3 months? Well, I had a whole script written and ready to shoot and tell you the story behind the 18-month break during this trip. But this trip turned out to be very different, and I couldn't shoot or vlog as I intended, and I'll tell you why in some time. I'll save the main story for a later video. For now, let's get to this trip. We started off from Bangalore in a bus to Kodaikanal. We woke up to the early morning views of the mountains from the bus. Since I had remote work, this was more of a vacation, and sightseeing was not in our itinerary. The whole purpose of this trip was to chill and relax. We stayed at his hostel and met a group of like-minded people who we got the opportunity to spend the rest of the 3 days with. The second day, we all decided to catch the sunrise at Dolphin Nose Point. The view of the cloud bed below you is simply breathtaking. Now, the whole reason why I didn't take my DSLR out of my bag even though I carried it, and why I never vlogged the way I intended or even told the story of my 18-month break even though I scripted it, was all because of the people we met along this trip. Their company, their stories, the fun we had, all made me forget to vlog and just to enjoy the present moment. After spending 3 days in Kodaikanal, we said goodbye to the beautiful company we had met and took a bus and came down to Dindigul to try the famous Venu biryani. From Dindigul, we took a train to the next destination, Varkala. The next 3 days, we just spent relaxing and chilling at Varkala. Evenings, we used to go to the beach, do some shopping, eat great food, met a lot of good people, and just spend the whole 3 days just relaxing and letting it all out. From Varkala, we took a local bus to our next destination, Alappuzha. The early morning of the second day, we spent kayaking through the backwaters of Alappuzha. The view of the serene backwaters, the small waves made by the boats passing by, the chirping of the birds, all made the whole experience just wonderful. And we were lucky enough to have great weather. The next day, we took a government ferry ride through the backwaters of Alappuzha to get to Rajapuram toddy shop. The ferry ride in itself was a beautiful experience. The canal on one side and the paddy fields on the other was a beautiful sight to behold. We filled our stomach with delicious seafood and toddy and headed back to hostel Alappuzha. The last day of the trip, we just spent at the beach, relaxing, watching sunset before we headed back to Bangalore. Even though I wanted to vlog every bit of detail of this trip like I normally do, getting to meet these amazing people everywhere we went and having a great deal of fun with them made me just forget the camera and enjoy the present moment all throughout these 11 days. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked this entire vlog just shot on my phone. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.